Hi guys, this is Soletta
and xDarkFaex
for Bandursnatch Studios, and we're doing Cosplay Tag because Siriusly tagged us. Okay, so let's get straight into the questions. Hopefully it's at least mildly interesting. Let's get started. So, xDarkFaex, what got you into cosplay?
I was dating somebody at the time who happened to be a cosplayer, so we decided we would go to a convention together and happened to break up probably about a month beforehand. And we thought we'd go anyway because we've already paid for it. It was awkward as hell. I really enjoyed it because I'm still doing it now. And yourself?
For me, it was coming out of sixth form, which had been full. All my friends were creative types. There was an artist and a writer, and I can't. Most of my artistry is stick figures. I draw dynamite stick figures. And
I'm going to commission you now, right?
Came to university, and first year there's a lot of bar crawls, and my flatmates dragged me out for them a lot, and I really enjoyed putting the costumes together. Especially there was one Halloween where I did a half and half Jekyll and Hyde. It was so much fun to put together. And then someone in my anime society said, "Oh, do you realise that there's this thing called cosplay where you dress up your favourite characters?" Pardon? Say that again for those in the back. And it went from there. We ended up going to a cosplay club night, and it was a lot of fun.
Okay, so how long have you been cosplaying then?
Yeah, well, first year of uni, that does actually make it 9 years. Nearly a decade.
A
long time. Yeah. What about you?
The first one I went to was Icon 2005, which makes it 11 years this year.
We're old.
Oh well. Life goes on.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's experience, right?
Shows our enthusiasm that we're still doing it after that long. Okay, how many cosplays have you done?
I don't really keep count. It's upwards of 20, but I do a lot of free wears. I've retired a few, or chopped them up for other things, or done casual things. So, to be honest, I've got probably about 10 in my cosplay cupboard at the moment that are in use, and then others in storage.
Pass. I have literally no idea. If nothing else, I have a bad tendency of not re-wearing, which I'm trying to fix this year. Please guys, help me fix that this year. Because I have so many things that I want to do, so I'll wear something, I go, I'll wear that next time. But then I've got this new idea that I really want to do this one. And it's where a lot of my money goes, to be honest. Yeah, currently I have a lot of random stuff in my wardrobe. It's made a difference between xDarkFaex and me, that xDarkFaex got these nice stored in bags separate cosplays, where I've got drawers and a wardrobe that things get chucked in and pulled out when needed. So, a lot of mine are mix and match, a lot of mine are casual, so it's really hard to count mine.
Okay, so what was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay, when I came to uni, I brought a grand total of 4 DVDs with me, which has grown quite a lot since then. Mockery is not required here, thank you. And one of them was Advent Children from Final Fantasy, because I always thought it was really pretty. It was actually one of my first introductions to anime. My actual first was Yu-Gi-Oh, which probably explains so much. And so I had the Converse and I had an appropriate tank top. So when we went to this cosplay club night, I went as Tifa Lockhart. And it's kind of embarrassing, to be honest, because I got this skirt that I cut a hole in, and that was about the extent of my work for it.
We'll have a picture right here.
And my hair was supposed to be black, but I didn't know about wigs at the time. Because wigs didn't really exist at the time, not for English cosplayers.
I don't know, I suppose when you first...
2007. So
eBay wasn't really
a big thing. So I decided to try and spray my hair instead, and didn't take into account how much hair I had. So I ran out halfway through and had to wash it out, so I didn't go out with half black and half blonde. We were in brilliant look, I'm sure.
Mine I had 3 because I was going to a con. So I had Ranma from Ranma 1/2, the girl version, Oko from Dot Hack, and neither of those had wigs because
it wasn't a thing at the time. It really wasn't.
No, I sound old now. And the last one didn't get worn, and it was Yuna from Final Fantasy, and I didn't measure things properly, and the skirt was rather, I'd say short, it was too narrow, so half my butt was hanging out, so it didn't get worn. Yeah.
Okay, what is your favourite cosplay?
We have to define this because it's a bit broad, so I think we're going with the one we're most proud of, the one that is the comfiest to wear, and the one we have the most fun in.
Yes.
Because that's kind of how we determine our favourites. So the one I'm most proud of is Lady Loki, because I did it all from scratch. I made the pattern, you know, basically, well, I didn't hand sew it. I sewed it.
And she looks incredible in it.
Thank you. But yeah, I feel like a goddess when I'm wearing it, so yeah, I'm very proud of her.
It was your first Warbler as well, wasn't it?
Yes, my first attempt at Warbler. Yay. All the burns. The comfiest one is Kaylee from Firefly, because you can throw it on a Sunday of a con, and it's just so comfy, and it doesn't matter how tired you look.
Very smart.
Yeah, it's fine. And the one I have the most fun in is a tie between Charles Xavier, because he's a dork and I love him, and Remus Lupin. How rude. Remus Lupin from Harry Potter, because I have a lovely group of Marauder pals to play off, and he's one of my longest running muses, I think, at 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. I've been doing this too long.
Now, actually having thought about it, I'd normally say Dean Winchester.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've done a good job in pulling things together that already exist to make him. But I've actually had another thought, and I'm actually really proud of Zoe from Firefly.
Yes.
Because it's one of those things that a lot of people just go, oh, you never see a Zoe. And I was slightly wary about doing her because I'm a different race.
Yeah.
But I put the wig on and was like, no, actually I think I can make this work. And yeah, I made the leather vest without a pattern and then tried it on and hoped like hell it would work.
It worked. It's very, very good.
I'm really proud of the holster. I am so proud of the gun. It's my first proper painting job on a gun, and I hacked off half the barrel and most of the stock. And yeah, the wig's actually 2 wigs that I put together to get myself the decent length and the correct colour and curl that I wanted. So thinking about it, yes, actually she's my proudest one. Oh yes, comfiest. Probably Jack Frost, because he's a hoodie and short trousers. The one downside of him, obviously, is the bare feet, which is fine in summer, but in winter, not the warmest costume. But yeah, I'm going to make some invisible shoes. I've got a tutorial, and again, as someone people really love to see at cons, yeah. Jack Frost. And I'm really proud of my style for him as well. It's and one I had the most fun with, I have also got a toss-up between 2 characters. It's Dean or Narcissa. Because Dean Winchester is a part of my personality where I get to mess around, I don't care, I can sit like a bloke, and I can eat the entire time. Try not to swear around children. Don't take swearing characters to cons, learn from my example. And Narcissa is the other part of my personality where I get to be mean, frankly. I like being mean with no consequences. Seriously, I love picking on my Sirius. Oh, cousin mine. And yeah, it's fun having that opportunity to be elegant and ladylike every so often. Or with the slight drawback that there's only a certain period I can do it for before I drop straight back into dork mode. But yeah, she's become a very, very persistent muse over the last, wow, like 6 months. That's it.
Yeah.
6 months since I first did Narcissa first time I did her properly.
Seriously.
Yeah.
What is your favourite thing about cosplay?
For me, it's definitely the people. It's meeting up with people, messing around in character, talking about costumes, talking about fandoms, the amount of random conversations I've had over stalls at conventions, to the point where my friends have left me behind to talk to the stall person because I was taking that long discussing things. But I did theatre studies for a good 4 years at school, and my favourite part was always the improvisation. So dropping in and out of character has always been interesting and easy for me, and that's the part I really enjoy, is messing about in character and costume.
I have to say though, you can spend ages talking to somebody and not recognise them the next time.
Oh god, no.
Hi!
We didn't do that. 5 months. To be fair, they had an excuse. In that I first met Siriusly and xDarkFaex when they were in Marauders, and I was in Dean Winchester. Next time I met them, they were still in Marauders, so I have no excuse. But I was in Jareth, which is a bit of a difference. Tad.
But yeah, for me it's mostly the creativity side of things. I have always been very artsy and into arts and really wanted a career in arts, and it didn't happen. I now have a very rather mundane job, so this is sort of creative outlet for me. And I do really enjoy talking to people and stuff and seeing how they've done things, seeing other ideas and how other people have put things together and taking inspiration from it, and meeting geeks like those. But yeah, mostly the creativity side.
Okay, do you have any cosplay pet peeves?
I think this is a joint one.
Yeah. Those really major elitist cosplayers who, it's not that they want everything to be perfect, it's that they want everything about your costume to be perfect. I mean, if you want to spend the time making absolutely every detail perfect, that's your prerogative, and I'm sure it makes you happy, but don't push that onto me.
Yeah, not everyone has the time, the resources, or the skills to make something absolutely screen accurate.
And it's about having fun.
Yeah.
If you're happy with your cosplay, and if you're out there having fun with your cosplay, that's the point.
Yeah. It's not serious business, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
What's your most recent cosplay?
I think my most recent one that I've actually made, rather than pulled casual stuff out of the wardrobe, is Peter Quill at Alcon last year. And I'm actually quite happy with how he turned out. The boot covers, I mean, I left them to 2 days before the con because I'm an idiot, and I procrastinate. I procrastinate procrastinating. I have skills. But I ended up breaking 5 needles trying to sew the thing together. This is the same sewing machine that quite cheerfully went through my Zoe vest, which has got 8 layers of faux leather in places, but it couldn't handle 2 this day. But at the same time, I'm really happy with how he came out. I had a lot of fun with him. He's the same sort of character that I always get, in that he's a bit of a lech, he messes around, he eats a lot, and in his case, whenever I'm bored I can start dancing and have it still be in character. So many random photos from shoots where it's just me like this, where I've been waiting for the next thing and someone's caught me.
My most recent cosplay is Charles Xavier's flight suit, which doesn't feel that recent because he's been sat on my mannequin in the corner for about 2 years. But I managed to drag Siriusly into doing Mystique as like part of a group.
Well, we dragged her into X-Men Evolution originally.
Yeah.
It's all our fault.
So yes, and it got to the point where it was probably a couple of weeks before the con and we hadn't done anything. So we spent the weekend doing basically a Skype version of Cosplay Day, which was fun. But yeah, we made our flight suits in a weekend.
And they look really good.
They need improvement. Well, mine needs improvement. Mel's already done hers. But yes.
Mel's organised.
So I think that's it.
Yeah, it's the end of Cosplay Tag, so time to tag other people. Right, first things first, Barbie. I will be sitting you onto a couch and doing this in your face otherwise. I will drag you to cons and wave cameras in your face. Other half of Sarah Para. MishBish, you are up. Dracoratus, yes, other Bristol-based person. I'm going to tag you in for this one.
I think we could probably go with Angel Magik, because we can.
Yep, and she's lovely.
Yes.
She's a sweetie. Okay, so that would be it. This is Soletta.
And up.
Signing off from Cosplay Tag for Bandursnatch Studios.
Bye.